served his country in the military. He flew 78 missions for the U.S. Navy during the Korean War. He earned the Air Medal, Gold Star, Korean Service Medal, and Engagement Star. He married and he had 3 children. After leaving the Navy, he spent many years as a test pilot, and he was known for being bold, daring, and courageous among his peers. Neil then joined the U.S. Air Force's Man in Space program in 1960 before being asked to serve with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA. He had successful space missions with the Gemini and Apollo programs for NASA through the 1960s. On July 20th, 1969, the lunar module landed on the surface of the moon. Neil's first words to NASA were, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." On July 21st, 1969, Neil set his left foot on the lunar surface and spoke the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Neil resigned from NASA in 1971. After retreating from the limelight, he was a professor, a spaceflight accident investigator, a spokesman for several companies, and a businessman. On August 25th, 2012, Neil Armstrong passed away from complications related to cardiac disease. Now I would like to introduce my mother, Linda Parrish Carpenter. She is one of the founders and visionary of the Neil Armstrong Lunar Module Project.
Good afternoon, everybody. What an honor to see all these familiar faces. So happy that you can make it today. As we were being interviewed, someone said to us, this was put together within just a few short days, actually hours. And I have to say, my father, Pete Parrish, is looking at us from Tampa, Florida, actually Tarpon Springs, and he is with us in spirit. He was here just a few weeks ago to celebrate his 90th birthday, if anyone saw it in the newspaper. But without Pete Parrish, vision, and the workers, you know, you can have a vision, and I want to tell you how my vision came to honor Neil Armstrong. And it's the truth, and you can only tell the truth. The truth is that in August of 2001, I was at the National Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. As a family, we were celebrating my brother Ken Parrish's 25th wedding anniversary. We later went to a church in Washington, D.C., where we were praying and recognizing what we had just come from and what we were yet to do as a family. During that prayer, I saw a vision. The vision just coming from the Smithsonian Institute was very clear and vivid. I knew about this site. I knew that as a little boy, 6 years old, that Neil took his first flight. I grew up with this my entire life, as my father was a great community activist, and in 1970, he had a great portrait made with our mayors at that time and councilmen, and it is now in the Wapakoneta Museum. If anyone gets to go there and see it, it's from Warren, Ohio. But that was the initial start of this site and where it came from. After that time, I went to my father, and I said, Dad, I had this vision. He said, how did you get it? I said, I was in church, and I was praying, and I had this site. It came to me as clear as a picture. Did you know that they called in all the articles with Neil, he was a dreamer. But one article said he was a visionary. And in the Bible, in Proverbs 29:18, it says, where there is no vision, my people perish. But I want to say that we all have visions. The visions of our family, the visions of our community, the visions of God, the visions of a nation and worldwide. As Pastor Holbrook prayed, yes, one day we will all join Neil Armstrong. As it was said in his memorial, which will be on Friday, when you see the moon, remember to wink at it. In the area of around the area time of 2002, my father contacted all of our staff that worked on the project. All of their names, the fabrication team is located to my right on the bronze plaque. And I want to acknowledge this. It takes maybe one person for a vision, but it takes a community and a city to complete a dream. I want to give honor to this city.